Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Magic with Zuby. My name is Zuby. If you're brand new to this show, the show's all about a little well-known card game called Magic the Gathering. So today we have another awesome episode for you. I brought on my good buddy TotalMTG, third time appearing on the podcast, and we just went ahead and talked about, I don't even remember what we talked about. 2 hours went by like that. It was so crazy how fast it went by, but we talked about everything. From the COVID-19 virus to Magic to whatever. I'm trying to get him into D&D. That was fun to talk about. But yeah, it's so before we get into the episode, just some announcements. Magic Zuby can be found on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify. You can reach out to me on Twitter at Magic with Zuby, on Instagram at magic_with_Zuby. You can email me with any questions you may have at mtgzuby@gmail.com. And listen to these little ad announcements for Legit MTG and Magic for Normies. And please help me in welcoming Total MTG to the show again.
Well, hey there, Zoe. Why the long face there, chum?
I just want to order some magic cards, but the shipping was too expensive.
Too expensive? Well, did you know if you go to legitmtg.com, you can order any magic cards, and anything over $2 or more has free shipping?
Wow, free shipping's at legitmtg.com. That's amazing.
You heard that right, Zoe. Free shipping at legitmtg.com with any order over $2 or more. Be sure to visit today and get the best deal on Magic singles and Magic sealed product available.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that is how you beat the latest standard meta with Abzan.
Ugh, it feels like there's no Magic content out there for someone like me. Someone who doesn't want to be competitive. Someone who is...
Who is... a normie?
Yeah, exactly! A normie!
Well, have I got the show for you, the all-new Magic for Normies show.
Hi, I'm Pixie.
And I'm Zuby.
Together, we host the all-new
Magic for Normies.
It is the Magic the Gathering show for all your normie needs. We don't care what deck got into the top 8 or what deck is winning. We care about having fun playing Magic.
That's right, Pixie. You can watch us on Pixie's Twitch channel at twitch.tv/PixieKittenPlays and catch the VOD on our YouTube channel, Pixie Kitten Plays. If audio is your thing, you can find episodes on the Magic with Zuby RSS feed.
Magic for Normies.
All right, so I've got I don't know if I've ever talked to this person before, but I've got a YouTuber here by the name of TotalMTG, I guess.
How you doing, buddy?
How's it going, man?
Yeah, good. Great to be on again. We're just saying, like, it's been a year, even though we didn't realise it. I thought we did.
No, it's been 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's just
because last time you were on was 2018, and
that's mental.
I know. I thought I had you on last year, but I was going through all the shows I had on, and nope, you weren't a guest last year. So
that's mental. That's mental.
So how are you surviving this quarantine here?
Yeah, well, trying to just stay in and not stay away from shops and stuff like that. We've been going, there's not, probably just like over there, there's no stock in shops. It's hideous. Like, there's a few things available, but everything is sold out. It's absolutely mental. Costco we've been going to as well. There've been queues there at 6 in the morning. It's just been insane, absolutely insane. And it's
so you're talking about even just like regular food items and all that?
Yeah, regular food items all gone. So we have our local one over here, which is Tesco's. So I went there last about 4 or 5 days ago. So before it even got even more heightened. No rice, no pasta, no tin food, no frozen food was pretty low.
I feel pretty lucky because it's my town. I mean, it's a fairly big town, maybe like 100,000 people live here or whatever.
Yeah.
But we've got plenty of grocery stores. I mean, there are certain stores that are pretty empty, like Walmart. Walmart is a big one where I avoid it like the plague. But I've got some of the, I wouldn't say some of the other grocery stores that are more expensive than Walmart. There's plenty of stuff except toilet paper and paper products. I mean, pretty much all that's gone. I mean, a lot of the canned food is gone, but there's plenty of meat. There's plenty of everything else. And but now
anything like that.
Well, actually, it's funny because we still have plenty of cleaning products that I found, but it's all the it's all the non-wiping cleaning products.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so like the stuff that are in bottles and all that. There's plenty of that, but can't find any soap anywhere. What's also starting to happen now is water is starting to run low now, like bottles of water and all that. Yeah, which it wasn't like that a few days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. We don't really generally buy too much bottled water because we can get it quite good out of the tap, so we don't really.
Oh, our tap is horrendous.
Really, yeah. So we're very
bad.
lucky that way that we can just constantly just use that. Even our taps in the bathroom do as well because they've just been changed so they can have drinking water out of as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite. So, but yeah, we wouldn't. There'd be no waters left, I don't think, in the shops.
No, I mean we could drink from the tap. I mean, it's not that it's bad or anything. It's just
not as good. Yeah.
No, it's not as good, and I'd probably boil it first.
Yeah.
Because it is Florida, so.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell's been happening. So what have you been up to, man? It's been it's been a while.
Just the usual, really. Still cracking out videos on YouTube. Still trying to stream, but never getting around to doing it, which is just
that's right.
Hard.
You haven't been streaming lately. That's right. I mean, I've been really enjoying a lot of your arena deck techs for a lot of the off the wall ones, like your 4-color land destruction.
Yeah,
oh man, I must have had some salty people that I played against.
Yeah, I like putting up like just different brews, still stuff like that. It's really hard in this standard to. It's good. You can build them, but to actually get like constant. Whereas before I could build a brew and I would get constant wins. It's hard now because standard is just basically, arena standards. Well, no, all standard probably. It's basically like 3 or 4 decks. And you'll always come against them. And it changes each season, but then there's always those 3 or 4 that are always there. And no one tries anything different because they're all trying to get coins. They're all trying to rank. And then when they're not doing that, they're doing their daily challenges with the same decks in the play section. So you can't actually get away from it. There's, if I want to say like the 4-color land destruction deck, right, I took it to the play section to test before I was doing a video. I come against mono red, captain, euro, and then back to mono red again. So it's, I don't know. I'm enjoying standard at the moment. I'm enjoying it, but there is little niggly bits that annoy me.
You want to know the standard deck that I'm enjoying the most right now, and it's you would appreciate it being a fellow blue player. I'm enjoying the Azorius Thief deck, where you essentially try to get up to Agent of Treachery and Thassa and just start stealing their stuff.
Yeah, that's a naughty deck. Those two combinations.
It's disgusting.
I hear people complaining about it, but what I'm saying to them is like, it's a 4-mana enchantment and a 7-mana creature.
Yeah.
It's not like a turn 2 win or a turn 3 win. It's, and there's ways around it. I played Unmoored Ego for a while, and I turn 3'd Agent a few times, and that's it. They've still got stuff you can flicker, but that is the one that kills you. Yeah. So you just got to change your deck around and, stop this flipping crazy banning straight away as soon as something gets good. You know what I mean? It's so much of this. Does my nut in. There's certain YouTubers that they're always screaming for a ban no matter what. And it's just like, why?
It's also, now that Magic's becoming more prominently digital, and with Arena getting bigger, you're always going to have those people that just yell for bans and all that. It's, I mean, should Oko Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer been banned?
Oko was everywhere.
Yeah, Oko was.
I personally never had a problem playing against it.
Field of the Dead was everywhere too. Yeah, because I got banned as well.
Yeah, Field of the Dead, I can totally understand.
Well, I don't understand why they didn't print any land destruction. That was like, we didn't have Field of Ruin at the time.
Exactly. They printed it afterwards, which doesn't make sense. So whether their thought was, we're letting play with this, we don't think it's that broken because we're going to put Field of the Ruin back in anyway, or perhaps Field of the Ruin wasn't even coming back in. We don't know.
Well, I mean, they should have known by then when it was, because they designed these sets like 2 years ahead of time and all that.
But it makes you think that people say don't have a go at them and stuff like that, but these are people that have been playing Magic and doing Magic for years, and they don't see that cards like this are really oppressive and really broken. It just that baffles me. It's like they want you to do it because it makes you spend money into a deck because they know people like a lot of players follow decks and they will stay with it because they know it's good, and then they ban it. Going back. God, 4 or 5 years. We never used to have like these bannings.
No, because the first big banning was what Emrakul, Reflector Mage, and Smuggling
Reflector
Copter.
Mage. Yeah, and it's like I don't know. There's too much, and yet
and
cards
Rampaging
like
Ferocidon. No. That was after because there was that was the first major standard banning, right? The Emrakul, Smuggling Copter, and Reflector Mage.
Frostodon, yeah, because I'm coming across that in Historic and realizing how bad it is, because you're playing against red. If that stays on the field, like I was playing yesterday, Mono White Knights. I played,
Yeah,
and because I couldn't get the life. I was dead. I was just literally dead because I thought, well, I've got like only 5-6 removal spells in my deck. If I can't find it, what am I going to do?
yeah.
And I was like, I haven't missed Frostodon one single bit. But they seem to let go cards like Baby Teferi, Nissa.
Oh man, yeah.
Nissa is terrible. Nissa has been so oppressive since it came out.
I find Baby Teferi worse than Nissa.
See, I don't mind Teferi because they put it to 1. They're -3 normally straight away, and there's a lot of decks that can handle coming down with a 1/1 hasty, coming down with a fervent champion, attack, win. Knock it out. There's a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Shock. If you've got 2 creatures on the board, it can't deal with it. It can't minus. And you're not going to die from Teferi, but you will die very quickly from Nissa. Very quickly. If they get that down turn 4 early. Jesus Christ. Then they're making 3/3, 3/3, bang, bang. And then those lands are tapping, there's 4 little mana, then tapping for 6 and 8.
I know, right? And then they drop a Nyxbloom Ancient on top of that, and you're like, oh.
Then they draw Crassus, and they play Crassus for 8 or 10 and draw 5 cards. And you're like, wow. Yeah, Nissa does some work.
It really makes me miss the days of Siege Rhino sometimes. Because Siege Rhino was the worst card ever that everybody played it. I tried to avoid Abzan for the longest time, and then when I finally played Abzan, I think it was like Fate Reforged came out, and I finally played Abzan. I'm like, oh, this is why people are playing it, because you just literally win just by playing Siege Rhino.
Siege Rhino, Eternal Witness, get it back. This when I played it in Modern, I love Siege Rhino. And in Standard, if you manage to flicker your rhinos and they come back in, 3 more life, bang, 4, 5.
Ooh, that'd be disgusting. If Siege Rhino ever comes in Magic Arena, then you do Abzan Blue, have Thassa flickering Siege Rhino.
That'd be heaven. Oh, that'd be amazing. They got to bring it back in.
Oh, that'd be disgusting.
If they can bring Pack Rack in, they can bring Siege Rhino in.
That's I mean, I like. We're sort of going all over here, but I don't care. The historic anthology, I really like it, but I really wish they would just start releasing full sets. We already know they have Kaladesh and Amonkhet in the coding. It's like, just release them, especially now that we're stuck inside and all that stuff. It's just
I did a poll yesterday on my Twitter. I don't know how it ended up, but it was heavily swayed one way, which was, should I buy the anthology sets? And it was, last time I checked, it was like 85% no, I think it was. Just because, some person come up with a good argument that 25,000 in packs, you're going to get a maximum maybe 3 or 4 wild cards. With this, you're getting 4 of all these really good cards. So it is worth the money. But then it's $45. Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't want to use my coins. I've grinded for those coins. Ready for
I didn't use coins. I just bought them with gems.
Yeah. So it's like $45, isn't it? I think roughly. I think you work it out as
something like that. I mean, I guess because are you part of that creator program?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So you also get some gems depending on how much you stream. So I just sort of used the gems I got from that to buy them and.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I need to start streaming. I was like, I'll stream later this afternoon today, and I was like, my internet, I can't even get a video recorded. But hey, we haven't logged out yet, so maybe they've sorted it.
No, we're good. Well, now that you mentioned it, it's gonna go down. I know, right? No, but so, oh god, there's just been so much crap happening.
Yeah.
We were sort of talking, right before the stream, just how we're holding up with the quarantine and all that, and it's is Magic Arena like your way you're mainly playing Magic right now, or?
To be honest, mate, that's even before this. That's the only way I'm playing Magic. I had one local shop in town that closed down. It was a new shop. Tried to do it, never took off.
Yeah, and didn't you try to go to like an F&M like a couple of weeks ago before all this?
Oh, yeah. So I went to an F&M to a bigger shop. Now, this is a shop that used to get 30 to 50 people every Friday night.
Yeah.
And I went there. There was 4 people there, and that was including me and my friends. So we were 2 of the 4. And they were just playing one-on-one EDH with each other, and no one else turned up. Literally,
that sucks.
No one.
Wow.
And I was like,
and that was before this whole pandemic, right?
Yeah, that was before it. Yeah. My mate came over from Ireland, and I said, and he's like, "Should we go to the shop?" I said, because he's been there before me on a pre-release where there was maybe like 60 people on pre-release. It was, it's a big shop, and so the reason I stopped going to this shop, probably 2 years ago plus, was there was a cliquey crowd in there. Do you remember I won an F&M one thing, and then they shouted across the. This happens to all players. I mean, I see a lot on the internet about how it happens. This happens to all players, not just female. It happens to males as well. It's really a thing that I talk about. And I was in there, and I just basically just got, treated like shit. Basically, I got someone shouting across the table like, "Oh, he just played a neck deck." Da 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 da. They went to do the packs at the end. They gave them to the regular customers, and I was left with a set that was just going out instead of the new ones that had just come out.
Yeah.
I'm just like, God, you really, and I never went back after that. After I was treated like rubbish, I just thought, nah, I can't be bothered to go to that. And it basically was being probably only local shop. So anyway, go back 2 years later, give it another chance. And that crowd had cleared everyone out.
God.
They eventually got rid of them, but they've left them with no one. So, and they said the only time they get people in is on draft night. That's it. No one else comes out to play other than on drafts.
Wow.
So, and that was a modern night, so there wasn't anyone there for modern, mate.
That's crazy. It's I've been seeing it in my area where Legacy has completely died in my area. So I sold my Legacy deck except for my Gaia's Cradles because I only ever had Legacy Elves. I didn't want to get rid of the Cradles though. And then Modern has pretty much all but died in my area as well too. It's pretty much just standard Pioneer and EDH. EDH has always been the big thing, but
yeah, the other shop, which is, but it's a 45-minute drive, no great parking, which is in a town called St Albans near me, and they've got a nice shop, but they're more of an EDH shop as well.
Yeah,
which I wouldn't mind going to play, and it's a lovely store owner, lovely, people in there are really nice as well, but it's just too far to go.
Well, hopefully it survives.
Yeah, I mean, they had a robbery going back 2 months ago. Cleared them out of so much stuff.
Oh wow!
Which is which is just diabolical. Do you know what I mean? Someone broke in because they've got like really vintage old comics and stuff like that, and they took all their models, everything like that they had up there, and but yeah, I do try and support them when I can. I got a model here actually. This is my
the Joker.
Yeah, when I went and supported them the other day, so I got my Joker model. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's sitting next to my Joker book. Not that I'm a Joker fan at all, but yeah, I do try and still, even though they're a bit further away from me, go and support them whenever I can. Buy a few packs, do this and do that, because I want them to stay around for the odd time I can pop down. I like having a shop that's nice and friendly, and they're very friendly, which is
I've only got one LGS left in my area, and with this whole pandemic, I'm afraid they're not gonna last because I play Magic there, but I also play a lot of D&D there as well too. The D&D scene is bigger than the Magic scene right now over there.
Really?
And it's awesome. So I buy all my D&D stuff from them, and just to support them. I mean, I know I can get it cheaper on Amazon and all that, but I try to do my best to support them because like if we lose them, I have to drive like almost 2 hours to the next LGS, and it's like I'm not gonna do that. Why?
No, I mean, I just miss playing paper. I wish I had a shop so close to me. I'd be up there every week if I could. It's all right playing arena, but it is pretty.
It's not the same. It's really
No.
not the same because
I mean, you can get Skype going with a friend. Maybe I've never tried that and play that way, but as in still playing arena, but having someone that you could actually chat to next to you will be different.
well, I mean, we just did a EDH game with the 10th Street Hooligans and all that,
Yeah.
and that was I don't know if you caught any of that, but
I've not managed to catch that one there. That was on, but yeah, a bit too late for me, which is really annoying. 'cause I
Oh
do
yeah,
miss so much
that's
good
right.
content.
I forget about that because you're like 5 hours ahead of us or 4.
Yeah,
or whatever
4
it
now,
is.
yeah, as we found out today, yeah. But yes, I do, I do like to play. Maybe that's one thing I might try and do is maybe do a Skype EDH game. Cause
Hey,
I've
I'm
got
down.
so
I'm down
many
for
EDH
that.
decks
I
in.
mean, I'm not going anywhere now. We're stuck here because I actually did that. I mean, besides with the hooligans, I did that with my buddy the other night too, and he and I were just playing one-on-one EDH, and it's we're just bullshitting and just going back and forth, and he's still pretty new to Magic, so he's in that period of bliss where everything is so amazing, and all that. He's not like been destroyed by the world where you see a card and you're like, that's not good. He's like, oh my gosh, I can do so many great things with that card, and I'm
it's a badger.
Yeah,
yes.
like I kind of miss those days of when a new set came out. I'd be like looking at all the cards, like, oh, it's so wonderful. Now I'm like, okay, that's bad, that's bad, that's good, that's bad, that's bad.
I can't believe the last time I actually physically bought actual paper product. Yeah, I mean, as in me personally bought it. I've given a lot of stuff to open, which is lovely and everything like that, and I love it. And I put them in my collections and use it for decks. I still keep my decks together, but for me to go, oh, this set's coming out, because I'm going to play standard next week. I'm going to buy a booster box. I know that's not the way to get your decks, but
I know.
It's
But
got
it's
exciting,
fun,
it's got
though.
exciting cards. You might pull a big money card and do that. I've not done that I can't remember the last set I did that. Really can't. Probably War of Spark.
I mean, now that I've been doing the podcast and I get product as well too, I can't remember the last time I even. Well, I mean, I don't even remember the last time I even bought a box.
Did you do a video with your? Have you done one for mystery boosters yet?
No.
I was waiting for you to do like a crate of it or something. I was like,
I did.
Stream when you do that.
I did buy some. Just to help my LGS and all that, because they only had 2 loose packs left, so I'm like, I'll buy them, whatever. No, because by the time I was going to try to get some product, it already sold out and all that, and then
now they've gone up, haven't they? As well.
I know now the prices jumped up. I'm like, I'm good. I'll save to buy a case of Ikoria and all that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I do enjoy your stream when you open them. I normally stay up really late to try and watch.
I know. Well, it's like. Yeah, the last one I did, the Throne of Eldra, or the Theros one, dude, my openings were ridiculous. The double Thassa in one of them, where the foil and the regular, that was insane.
I was watching. Do you know Max Makes Magic? Do you know Max?
Yes.
So
he makes a lot of the cool 3D stuff.
Pack opening the other day.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Right, everyone, put in the chat. What am I going to open next?" And I said, "Mana Crypt, without doubt. I know it." And he opened it.
That's awesome.
Crypt. And he was like, "What have you done, Matt?" Jesus. He was like, awesome. I do not believe it. He's like, clipped it, put it everywhere. He's like, I just can't believe you guessed it. I was like, well, Psychic Matt, that's my name.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So, and now you have a newer sponsor too, right?
Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of work with a company called Magic Madhouse.
Magic Madhouse, that's right.
Yeah, so they're like the UK's biggest online Magic distributor.
Is that similar to that MKM one, or?
That's Magic Card Market, I think. So they're more of a. They're really an online site that does trading, I think, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Similar to like Cardsphere or something.
Maybe like Channel Fireball or something like that, or whatever the TCG. I don't know. What's the biggest card selling site over there? What would it be? TCG Player.
It'd be like TCG Player, Channel Fireball,
Kingdom.
Star City, Card Kingdom. It's like those are the big 4.
Yeah. So it'd be like them. So they go to GPs.
Okay.
They have stalls over there. They do stuff like that. But yeah, they're the UK's, and they deliver. I'm not sure if they deliver to America or not, but I know they definitely do Europe. So they do the rest of Europe and stuff like that. But yeah, they just contacted me and I'm doing openings for them on their Instagram TV channel. I didn't even know Instagram TV, to be honest. I didn't know there was a separate thing.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, there's IGTV. So I do like little pack opening videos for them.
I've seen some of them, especially the mystery booster ones, because those are the most fun ones right now, at least watching.
I was like, if you want to send me a box as well, you can. They said, well, we got the first 6 boosters for you. I was like, oh, it's not a box, though, is it? No, joking around, but they sold out anyway. They completely sold out.
I don't blame them.
And now they've jumped up 25 quid. So they were 100. They were 99 in them, and now they're up to 125.
Oh, they're like 150 here.
Really? Yeah. So that's probably 125 pounds. So it's probably not far much more in dollars. Yeah, probably a little bit more expensive, maybe. But
who knows?
Yeah. I'd love to, I'd love to just crack boxes and boxes of them. They're just such a fun set. I've not been excited about a set where I've actually thought I want to buy a box myself.
Yeah, I want to play it too. I want to do a sealed of it,
draft,
a draft. And what sucks was with all these GPs canceling, it's like because I was supposed to go to the Florida one next month, but that got canceled, and then. I was gonna. I still have a free plane ticket ride for somewhere, and I was gonna try to go to Texas for the GP Houston, but that got canceled, and now.
I mean, it could honestly be months, mate. I mean, where I work for the NHM Museum as my day job.
Mm-hmm.
They had a meeting with the government because obviously we're run by the government. They had a meeting with them last Monday, and they just said, they're saying 2 months minimum shut, which is. Jeez. Quite a long time,
But you'll be okay, salary wise, or
they just said, we keep paying you, which is really nice. Obviously, because we're part of the government as well, so it's just like an extended holiday.
Man. That's because it's. I mean, you and I briefly kind of talked about this before, but there's just so much crap going on in America where so many people are losing their jobs. Like the state of Ohio, my boss lives up in Ohio, and he told me. Like they've had an unprecedented number of people having to file for unemployment because of just so many people losing their jobs. And I feel lucky that I'm in healthcare, but we're not immune to it either because we're sort of, I'm in radiology. So people still need radiology exams, but it's definitely on the lower end of the trend because of a lot of the radiology exams aren't needed.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Like they're not life-saving or anything or. So,
so what have they given you to work from home? Just like
I work
for weeks and then.
Well, I work from home anyway. Like
I thought you did,
Yeah, I've been working from home since last summer and all that. So it's not much has really changed. The only thing I've been told differently is to not go into any of the clinics or hospitals unless it's an absolute emergency.
Right.
And because I'd usually normally have to travel once or twice a week, like to go to a clinic or a hospital for something or do some after hours project. And now it's nope, stay home. And I'm like, okay. I mean, not much different, but it's also, I'm kind of going a little stir crazy because the kids are out of school and they've now pushed the school back to not go back until April 15th. And they're now talking about closing it until August now. And
really, blimey, Jesus,
the kids are going a little stir crazy. They're wanting to go to places, and I'm all like, nope.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like a holiday. This is what I'm saying. Like when people like even at my job were saying, "Oh yes, we're getting loads of time off," I was like, "Yeah, but we can't do anything." There's nowhere to go.
Thing. That's the thing that's driving me a bit crazy because I'm still I'm the one going out and going to the store to pick up, groceries and all that stuff. My wife doesn't want to go out, rightfully so, and the kids keep saying, "Oh, can I go with you?" I'm like, "Nope." Nope, don't want you to go with me. Yet there's people around here in this town that are just treating it like, oh, nothing's wrong here. There's still people going to the beach here in Florida, and
I saw some spring break videos.
Oh yeah,
that were released, and I'm like, gee. I mean, I spoke to my friend, you know him as well, Bam as well. He was on his spring break, but he wasn't. He's still being very precautious. He's not like. I think he went fishing out on a deep sea boat, so it's not much you can catch out there other than fish. So, but I've seen some pictures where people are like in the pools and bars together, and I'm like, you just don't understand. And there's people going on there. There was one kid that was saying, "Well, if I get it, I get it." Da, 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 da. No, like worrying that it doesn't matter if you get it, mate. What about if you give it to the 70-year-old woman next door to you, or the old man that lives down the road? They're the ones that potentially die from it. So
Yeah.
The lack of thought in some people is quite amazing, really.
So you want to hear a little conspiracy theory?
Yeah, go.
So, I think that, especially for the U.S., I think it's been in the U.S. a lot longer than we actually think. Because back in mid-January, like, my whole entire house caught the quote-unquote flu. But every time we got tested for the flu, came back negative.
Right, okay.
So all the symptoms that we had were like the exact same symptoms of the coronavirus. But of course, no one was testing for. I can't go back and, hey, did I actually get it? I don't know. But it's just when I read about the symptoms and read other stories of people who got it, I'm just like, holy crap, that's exactly like what my entire household went through.
Yeah, you're like, did I have it?
It's crazy because...
Who did I pass it to?
Because the last time I got the flu, the actual flu was... I'm 33, 34 now, and I got it back when I was like 17, 18, so a long time ago.
Yeah.
And, I don't really get sick a whole lot, but what happened throughout this entire, like, we got it bad, we got hit hard, and it was crazy. So I think we actually got it. And I'm not saying, like, I'm making a case, since I got it, I'm going to go around and do whatever, but I don't know. I think it's been around here a lot longer because I remember that whole month of January, like, everyone around me that I knew started getting sick as well, too. And
see, that's the thing. When they didn't know it was around, we don't know how long it's been here. That's the
scary
part. We don't know whether we're at the height of it, or because apparently we're not going to be at the height of it over here for at least 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and our projection now is actually going in line with Italy, a little bit above. So, it's not good. It's quite worrying times.
Well, it's worrying, and now that testing's becoming more available and all that, there are going to be more positive cases now, and
definitely,
it's scary, but it's also this whole thing just sucks, man. It just
my dad was coming. He was going to Arizona next week, but that's obviously cancelled.
Oh,
so
good.
He's not coming over. He was going to see his sister. But he was like about 3 weeks ago. I remember him saying, he said, "Oh, I'll be all right to go. We'll be all right." They won't stop the UK going over, and of course now it's just all stopped completely. So.
Yeah. Well, they also the last I heard that the Trump shut the borders between Canada and Mexico too.
Really? He wants to do it anyway. So it's a good excuse for him now.
I know. This is his excuse for doing it.
If you want to know who started this virus, just look at your president, mate.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He's all about borders.
Oh shit! We're getting into country shaming here. Yeah, I mean, dude. So, God, I try to avoid politics on here, but
I don't know nothing about politics, mate.
But with this whole pandemic and all that, and with all the people losing their jobs, losing healthcare and all that stuff, you'd think the one candidate that is actually trying to push for healthcare for all, especially during a pandemic, you think he'd be the front runner, but nah. Fuck that shit,
Exactly. Same as any country. Like the rich will always look after the rich.
I know.
They're always supporting first. And then then there's all us minions below. That's what it is.
And what's crazy is, like I said, I don't want to get too deep into politics, but it's I don't agree with everything that like Bernie stands for and all that. I mean, there's some of his policies that just kind of make me raise an eyebrow. I mean, I agree with the healthcare for all and the helping out the working class and all that. There's a few things that he stands for that I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's but like I said, you'd think more people be supporting him now more than ever, but no, dude, it's going to be a repeat of 2016. I guarantee it. If it's Biden versus Trump, Trump's going to win. There's no way.
Yeah, sometimes you think you normally get the choice that you just try to go for the lesser evil out of people. It's like, which one will it be? But yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere just yet, unfortunately.
But whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Magic.
Yeah, back to Magic. It's so God, with this whole pandemic thing going on, I'm yeah, we should definitely try to do like an EDH paper thing over Skype.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. That would. Yeah, that'd be really strange to play as well. Sort of like, you know.
Well, you get used to it though.
Yeah, I can imagine this.
Well, the thing is, it's always like having to sort of squint at the screen, like, what cards do you have that on again? Like,
which one? I say, I'll kill that one. Okay, if you want to leave my, my Carlia up there or something, you just want to kill the Llanowar elf instead. That's fine. Leave Emrakul alone.
Well, no, and what'd be good is, do you have some like stronger EDH decks?
Yeah, I mean, I have my Memnarch deck, which is probably my favorite.
Oh, that's right. Oh, gross. Yeah, Memnarch's just disgusting.
Yeah, Memnarch's really bad. It needs to be updated a bit. It's been updated a little bit, but the trouble is, because I tried to make it like special cards or foils and stuff, some cards are really hard to get in that version. Like I've got like Khan Liberated in there, but if I want to get a foil one or a special one, it's costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Jesus.
But yeah, I sort of update it over time. I need a few special cards for that one, but yeah, I love that one. It's probably about 60-70% of foil now.
Nice.
So it needs to get. It's getting there. It's getting there.
So we need to do a Memnarch versus Tulane 1-on-1.
Tulane.
Oh my God! Talk about my Tulane deck is just pure dumb. It's so dumb. My buddy wanted to go up against it the other night, and I told him, like, are you sure? Because he's still new to Magic and all that, and so I'm like, are you? Because he's been up against, like, his goal for his EDH decks is to try to beat my Tulane deck. And I've told, and so he's been updating his deck. He likes to play Sir Conrad and all that. So he's been updating it to where it's like a mill deck and all that. But he doesn't realize I'm like, oh, but I can just get my graveyard back with Tulane.
Yeah, he's sort of playing Ron's sort of deck there. And he's got to change it around again, just play the opposite. See, me and my friend used to do that, but what we used to find was that we'd always play the opposite decks. So, or normally in 1v1, it's whoever gets the quickest start. Yeah, it's like, you ever get the, like, oh yeah, turn on Soul Ring. Oh, but Soul Ring's better. Yeah, but we never banned Soul Ring in 1v1. We were like, no, it's fun.
I like doing shenanigans and all that stuff.
Turn 3 Memnarch. I'm like, what?
Oh, like, God, that's disgusting. Oh, man. No, my buddy just built a Damia Stone of Sage or Sage Stone deck, or what, Domina, the Sultai. You skip your draw step, but if you have less than 7 cards, you draw up to 7. So, and he's just basically built it as a X spell deck, where with Villainous Wealth and Mass Manipulation and Torment of Hailfire and all that, and it's slow. I will say he did build it slow. He doesn't have too much ramp in it, but if you don't take care of him, eventually he's gonna win. Because he's notorious for building like super quick, fast decks, but this is his version of casual.
What's his name as you come on? Just play Gaddock Teague.
Ooh, that'd be
over
fun.
Then. Game over.
No, so he and we were in this pod. 2 of the players were a little bit more casual players, and so I felt a little bad because the previous game he played Damia and like Villainous Wealth, both, like, all 3 of us, because he copied the spell and all that. So
that's a cracking card. I don't ever mind losing to that card.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's the best. Yeah.
So he did that. Then in the next game, I brought out my Crewfix deck, and I managed to get turn 5 Omniscience, and I got like a bunch of Eldrazi out, and then I just started targeting him, and I'm like, how does it feel now, motherfucker? For stealing all my shit.
Take that.
I casted both Ulamogs, and then I got Emrakul out, controlled his turn, and all that good stuff. And
I think I'm going to add in the Thassa Agent into my Memnarch deck. I think I'm going to add that in.
The Thassa's which one?
Thassa, Agent of Treachery, and Thassa.
Oh, Agent. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to add that in. It's like a separate. I need to get the cards for that though.
No,
I think I
no,
might have an
no,
Agent
no.
Treachery, but
That's like one of my most hated commanders is Memnarch because, surprisingly, I have not played against a Memnarch deck in
Really?
years.
the reason I got it because I wanted a colourless commander,
Yeah.
but I didn't like the ones that I could use. And then I was like, I found Memnarch, and I was like, it's colourless and blue.
Oh, of
You
course,
honestly don't get much better than that. That's literally it. I can play Academy Ruins and Mindslaver. I can literally just. I can
yeah.
do
All,
anything.
all you just need is just Mycosync Lattice, and then
Yeah.
you take everything.
What was it I did with it one time? Oh, what's the spell? Is it the 2-mana spell that lets you copy a spell? The artifact you put on a spell. Oh,
Oh god, I can't think of the name of it right now.
yeah. So I did that and I put counter spell on it. And it's just like every time.
Oh, is it the Isocron Scepter or?
That's it, Scepter,
Yeah.
yeah. Putting that with the original counter spell is very good.
That's
You literally just go
disgusting.
tap, spell. You're not doing anything. You're not
Oh, that's gross.
playing. Yeah, no.
That's gross.
The deck can be dirty. I do love EDH. I miss playing EDH. One thing I'm thinking about, going on to MTGO and
It's
really,
not the same.
it's not the same, is it? But just to get that feel of playing again.
Yeah, I've tried it many times, and I sold out again
Yeah.
this last time because and now that people are doing more and more paper EDH on Skype and all that, I'm down for just doing that.
I mean, that's something I need to get into. Then obviously I'm going to get in with you, and maybe I can get in with some other games with you as well. So I think that's
it'd be
definitely
fun,
something
man.
I can. Yeah,
It'd be fun
especially
'cause-
while we're in quarantine.
I know, right? No, I've got my latest EDH deck, Torbrand.
Yeah.
So hold on, I want to send you.
Torbrand.
Have I? I don't think you've seen my link of Torbrand. I'm gonna send it to you now, and I want you to see this. So my buddy, my friend who's newer to Magic, he's been challenging me to build non-blue decks because almost
Right.
all of my EDH decks, like before I built a Yara and Torbrand, I only had 2 EDH decks that didn't have blue. That was Omnath and Rise the Redeem.
Right.
So I built a Yara and Torbrand, but I want you to see my Torbrand deck. I'm gonna send it to you via Twitter DM here.
Let's have a look.
All right, and I want you to take a look at it. Dude, this deck has done some work with it, and
Torbrand's
and for
good.
people listening or watching, I'll put this link in the show notes too, so you can see it. This has been one of my new favorite EDH decks lately.
Look at that Kamal Pit Fighter. I love that card.
Oh my god, dude! So I had one game where I had Torbrand out, Kamal Pit Fighter, and Spearer out, and so Spear's dealing 3 damage, and then
Yeah.
Kamal was doing 5 damage, so 8 damage to a single player, and all that. So disgusting.
Mana Barbs. I love Mana Barbs. That's such a good card.
So I
Mana
have
Barbs with Torbrand. It was disgusting.
I have
Yeah.
Mana Barbs and Burning Earth as well, because I only have one non-basic land, so that doesn't affect me.
Oh, that deck looks really cool.
So one of my favorite, one of the things that I want to try to do in this deck so bad is I want to do Repercussion, and then do something like Blasphemous Act,
Oh, yeah. It's because it was dealt damage to the controller as well.
and then do something like Blasphemous Act.
That's big damage. Yeah. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Especially if he wouldn't even need Torbrand down, but if Torbrand's down as well, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah.
Like I've had so much fun with this deck because it's especially in a pod, no one really pays too much attention to me until I get Torbrand out, and then they're like, uh-oh, we got to start focusing on him. And Spearer has been my MVP in this deck. He has won me so many games lately.
Which one's that? Spear?
Where it deals 1 damage to each player.
Right, yeah.
Because he's still, even with Torbrand out, he's only
Yeah.
dealing 1 damage to me, but he's dealing 3 damage to everybody else.
Yeah, it's Harsh Mentor. There's some good cards here that, in Standard couldn't really do it, but in EDH they're perfect for any like Sin Prodder and,
Oh, dude.
like you say, Harsh Mentor as that,
Oh, yeah. Harsh Mentor, Immolation Shaman, those two, they have done a lot of work. And that, because you always got the people that play Sensei's Divining Top. and all that.
Yeah.
So like, are you okay? So you play it? Yeah, sure. Take 4 damage from Harsh Mentor.
Oh,
It's
I'll have to
it's
remember not to
disgusting.
play that when I play this deck.
Dude, it's so I've been loving it so much. The and with those control players, I've also got what is it? I've got impatience in here. So if you decide not to play a spell on your turn, you're gonna take damage. I've got Citadel of Pain, where it's gonna force you. You have to really make a decision. Do you really want to keep mana up?
Jesus, looking at the price of Perforus. Perforus always holds its price, doesn't it?
Gosh, I know it's
$24 nearly. That's mental. I mean,
yeah.
that's crazy. It always baffles me the price of Ruby Medallion as well.
How much was?
Nearly $10.
Oh damn.
It always that is always an expensive card, always. But
I mean,
overall,
it's a good card. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not needed for my deck. Like it doesn't make or
No.
break if I have it out or not. But it's useful.
Yeah,
But,
no, I like that. That deck looks really cool. Proper red deck. Proper red damage deck.
oh, dude, it's so much fun. It's
Yeah.
because for the longest time I was playing Kranko as my mono red commander, and
Yeah.
he's just the same thing over and over again. Just build a bunch of goblins and win.
Yeah. You
It's-
do need to change it around sometimes, don't you? I do like changing commanders. Like Perforus has always been my mono red commander because I think it was the first proper competitive one I built that I won in. Like took to FNMs and played with people and actually won games with, because I could put that on there, drop tokens to just kill everyone at the same time, and it was just yes. And like people would start to change their decks like when they knew Perforus around. They were, more seasoned EDH players than me at the time. But they go, right, we know what we need to do: kill the Perforus player first. It's like, yeah.
Oh, I love Perforos so much. So Perforos is sort of my MVP during the 10th Street Hooligans EDH game.
Yeah. Well, it got to a point. Do you ever get to your point in yours where you're in a group and you're friends with them, but then you realise that because people are playing such dirty decks, you have to build even more dirtier decks?
That's my play group. That's why all my EDH decks, like, so for the Hooligans, like a lot of the other players, like a lot of the other cast members, they're more casual and all that. I consider myself casual, but I didn't realize the power differences between my EDH decks and theirs and all that, because when it just story here. So I won that EDH game that we live streamed this past week.
Yeah.
And I told them, because we were all supposed to play green because of St. Patty's Day, and I told them, well, I've got my more competitive decks like Krufix or Chulane. You probably don't want me to play those because I'll just wipe the board. So I'm like, I'll play Omnath. Omnath, to me, the way I felt I built him is a little bit more casual compared to other Omnath decks I've seen. So I had a god opening hand with Omnath during that. I had a turn 1 burgeoning with 5 other lands in my hand. So by turn 2 I had 6 lands. Turn 3 I had 7 or 8 lands, and then so the way I won that game was I had Perforos out. No one was doing anything about Perforos, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna drop a Avenger of Zendikar here now. and then someone wiped my board. I think it was Coach who wiped my board, and then I just got my graveyard back and played Avenger of Zendikar again and just won. It was, and they were all targeting me, right off the bat.
You do find that.
Yeah.
Well, I've not played cards before because I've had cards in my hand when I'm playing a game and thought, well, I won't play this because it seems quite friendly at the moment. But then I remember once I was like, I was playing, my commander was Child of Alara. And then I put loads of planeswalkers onto the battlefield. Then everyone just started attacking me. And I was just like, I only knew one of the people in the group and the other two because it was an FNM one. I was like, oh, bloody hell, I'm fed up with this. So I just played Obliterate. I destroyed all their lands. And I just had planeswalkers on the field. I was like, yeah, GG's, boys. You ain't going to come back from that. But I was like, you mess around with me, I'm just going to destroy your lands. There's nothing worse in EDH than people destroying your lands.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst.
It's disgusting.
That is one thing I don't do, is I don't play mass land destruction. I don't mind playing a little bit of land destruction. Like if it's a like destroying a Nykthos or something like that, or an Urborg that's going to help him gain more mana. It's like that I can understand destroying and all that, but but yeah, it seemed like you were kind of put in a corner though.
Well, yeah, that's what I did. I never played them again. But
yeah, I don't blame you.
Laura had to be put away and never saw daylight again after
that. That's sort of like my Grand Arbiter deck, where one of my only win cons is Approach of the Second Sun. And I only ever play that deck when my other friends I know are going to play their super degenerate decks. So I just become the fun police. I'm like, no, you're not going to do that. Nope. Yeah. Nope.
I remember a few weeks back, the Star City Games guy, Benny, when he was writing an article about commanders he wouldn't play, and Arbiter was one of them. He just said, these are ones, unless I want to lose friends, I won't play. Which is, and remember, Arbiter is a real dirty one, really. Arbiter.
Oh yeah, he's super dirty. Let me send you my Arbiter deck just for you to look at it. Here, I think you as a blue player would appreciate this, and as a control player as well too.
Yeah, I mean,
I do need to add I need to put a Celestial Colonnade in it. I want to put a Snapcaster in it as well, but this is
yeah, that looks good. I'll tell you something. Oh, you got it. I was just about to say you must have Dream Trawler in there because it's literally the most broken card ever.
Holy crap! Talk about, dude.
The most legendary, non-legendary card in the world.
I'm surprised it's not legendary.
How could it not be legendary?
It's insane that you can have up to four of those on a field, and I mean, I know you can just play a board wipe and kill it and all that, but still, it's if you don't destroy it, you're pretty much dead.
But there's so many ways in Standard to bring it back. If you play Elspeth's Enchantment, you just bring it back.
Elspeth Conquers deck. Death.
If you're playing Tameo, you bring it back. Command the Dreadhorde. Get it. You know, there's so many ways. It's such a good card. It's definitely my favourite card in Standard at the moment, without doubt. But yeah, that looks like my type of deck, should we say?
Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe.
Yeah,
I love it.
You need to have Big Jason there, though. That's what you need. You need the Sculptor in that one.
Oh, Mind Sculptor? Yeah, I do. But, I mean, the thing with Mind Sculptor is I'd only ever probably be doing the Brainstorm effect for the most part, because the Fate Seal, I'd probably... I mean, it's useful for sure, but I'd want to get more card draw out of it.
Yeah. Did you see that pack I opened up? Mystery Booster pack I opened up. I don't know if you saw that one. That would have been on the Magic Madhouse site. So in the same pack, I got Demonic Tutor and Rhystic Study in the same packet.
I think I saw that one. Yeah.
That was just insane. I was like,
yeah,
what?
That was a crazy one, man.
It's like that's like $50 in 2 cards, and they're not even rares. It's just
I know. It's God, I need to pick up some Demonic Tutors. Because my the next sort of decks, EDH decks that I want to build Narset and Nekasar again. But this time for Nekasar, I don't want to just do wheels. I want to focus on discard.
Nekasar is fun. It's hard doing something different with it, but it is good if you can. You know, you got what about the new one? What's it called? Croaxer. Croaxer could be good.
Well, I want to have the blue. Because
you want to add the blue in. Yeah,
it's for the card draw. Mainly for the card draw, but my next 2 blue decks that I'm building, like Narset, I'm not going to do extra turn Narset like everybody does. I want to do big splashy spell Narset when she attacks. So, but my goal is to have no counter spells in either deck. I'm gonna have spot removal and board wipes and bounce effects, but no counter spells. That's my goal, because I'm trying to get away from just doing complete control decks, because I have Crewfix, Chulane, and Grand Arbiter for my control decks and all that.
Yeah. I tend to have more control decks in 1v1 decks. I don't tend to put too many in like multiplayer ones. I don't know why. I just don't tend to go that route. I'd have my regulars, like even in multiplayer, I'd have Cryptic Commands, just because it serves as more than a counter spell.
Oh, yeah. The draw cards. And
Force of Negation is obviously really good as well. I love that card. Just looking at some of your other ones here. Summary Dismissal is just cracking. I like the other one as well, the one that counters stuff and then you can put stuff from your graveyard back in, shuffling. It's only a common card.
It's 2 and 2 blue. The
That's it, yeah.
didn't that come out of like Guilds of Ravnica or something? Or
Yeah, see, I've started putting that in.
that's
EDH
actually a good
decks.
idea.
Yeah, just because it's too big a mana for standard, but for EDH it's perfect. If you think you play that and then you get to put back in your cryptic command or something like that, you're getting such powerful spells back in.
There's where is it? There's another card I started putting in. Hold on, it's got to be in one of my decks here.
Have you ever built around this one? You've got it in your deck. I've had it as a commander. Guafa.
Oh, Guafa Hazid.
Yeah, I thought about building around that one time, but
That one can actually be pretty fun. Do I not have that? Where is it? I thought Clear the Mine. Clear the Mine is something that I started putting in some EDH decks as well too. From I think Ravnica Allegiance. It's target player shuffles their graveyard into their library, draw a card. It's not as good as that counter spell that you choose certain cards, but for my Niv Mizzet Perun deck, which is basically just a cantrip deck, that is.
But you get to draw a card and shuffle back in. It's still a good card, I think. Clear the Mind, definitely.
Yeah, I started putting that one in, and that one's been doing me some work as well too.
Yeah, I like that.
No, man. I'm trying to think. What else do I want to show you here? Oh, you want to see my Tulane deck while we're at it here?
Yeah, let's have a look at Tulane.
God, Tulane is just so dumb. I even named the deck Tulane is dumb. and I just recently updated this. I finally put in a Crater Hoof Behemoth and Green Sun Zenith in here.
Right, yeah. Just look at that.
It's just such a dumb deck.
Ley lines in there. So Tulane does whenever you cost a critical draw a card, you may put that. It's such an insane commander there.
It's so dumb. I can't believe they printed something like that. Even in Brawl, Tulane is dumb.
Gives you card draw and it gives you mana ramp. It's just flipping hilarious.
Yeah.
And then you can return something and just do it again. It's just...
Yeah, so something like Abundance is perfect in this deck here.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb deck.
That's a deep dwelling.
Yeah, I need to put Agent of Treachery in here.
I was going to say, where's the agent?
I thought I had some, but I don't. I don't have any, and I've been too lazy to buy one.
Do you know what? I don't think I've got one either. I'd have to have a look through my collection, but I don't think I've got the.
Yeah, because I bought like a case of M20, and I didn't pull a single one apparently, or I sold it. I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah, I got the gods. I got it in one of the. What packs are they? You know, the expensive packs.
The collector's
the alternate
packs?
arts. Yeah, I got one in there, like an alternate art one. And I've been thought, I've got to have it as a commander just because of the art of that card. I should just build around Thassa, just because it's like, you know. But I don't know whether to be that competitive, really. I don't know.
I mean, I don't even try to build my EDH decks competitive. Like I said, my play group is really degenerate. I just build them to just counteract them, and then when I play them with other people, I'm just like, oops, my power level's a little too high. I don't even mean it to be.
Yeah, it's funny because I count my Memnut really is like a blue deck as well, so I wouldn't really want to build another mono blue type of deck, even though it's colourless. I still see that as my blue deck. So
I mean, it basically is. It's
you
know, because my mono blue commander is Psy Master Thopters, and that's really just I would consider that more of my aggro deck. Because I can just get my army of Thopters out quickly and just swing and win. That one's pretty fun. But I've been slowly trying to do the 32 color challenge.
I wanted to start doing that. I've got a list of commanders, but it sounds fun. That does, doesn't it?
It is. It's fun. But my thing is, I'm not just trying to complete the challenge with any commander. I want to actually build them with commanders I know I'm going to play and that are fun and not just one trick ponies.
Yeah.
And some of the colors are pretty hard to find that, like Boros. What am I going to do for Boros? Just swing and win? That's kind of boring to me, you know?
Yeah. It's hard when you go through some of like the commanders. You have to, you know, it is trying to pick sometimes a different one that everyone doesn't use. It's quite easy to go to an EDH rec and just looking at the best ones and just going through them. It's a good site for going through cards and just building your decks that way. But I don't know. I don't know what good Boros ones are out there, actually. I don't know.
I mean, if I wanted to, I probably should build a casual one just for the hooligans. I could do Depala Pilot Exemplar and just build like a vehicles deck. A dwarf vehicles deck. That could be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Like planes, trains, and automobiles.
But are you building them like with swapping cards across?
No.
Or are you going to have 32 Soul Rings?
Well,
because that was my thing. I didn't know whether I was actually wanted to buy the same card.
Well, I mean, I definitely don't have 32 Soul Rings, but I also try not to put Soul Ring in every deck unless I know I'm gonna need it. Like my Torbrand deck doesn't have it. My Torbrand does need some mana rocks, but I don't want colorless mana though. I want more red mana in it. So I mean, I do have a bunch of Soul Rings.
It was the only thing that put me off. Like, I don't want to be swapping card from deck to deck to deck to deck. But there's some cards that will probably be in every deck.
That's why I'm doing it slowly, just because of that.
It's like, I'm not going to have 12 decks that have the same fetch land in.
If you look at a lot of my mana base for a lot of my decks, my mana base is really bad. I mean, you see a guy as Cradle in like Chulane or something. Yeah, but that's because I've had it, forever. Yeah. But I very rarely have fetch lands in it.
Yeah, it's very funny when you look at this Chulane deck and you're like, yeah, that's quite budget. Oh, there's $331 in the Cradle.
I know. I can't believe how much that shot up. That was insane. I got them for less than $150 a piece.
You could probably build 3 more decks out of that.
I know, but it's almost like I don't want to get rid of that card.
Cards, you have to keep special cards.
Like I'm gonna be getting rid of like the majority of my paper collection just because I just have too much of it. But there's gonna be certain stuff that I'm not giving up. Like I collect all the slivers. I'm not getting rid of any of my sliver cards or anything like that.
No.
There's certain foils that I remember opening as a kid that I'm not gonna get rid of either. So
yeah. Nah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh man, so how's what else is up with you, man? Like, how's your YouTube thing going?
Yeah, it's going all right. Yeah. It's a slow grind, It really I think
is.
It's picking up recently a little bit, but I'm doing quite a lot of videos, especially with the virus thing going on at the moment as well. I mean,
not much else to do.
I put 3 videos. What have I done this week? I think I've done 4 videos this week so far, which for a part-time YouTuber, that's okay. They're all like 30-40 minute videos. It's not like just a quick 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there. But it's picked up a little bit, but it's just still baffles me. I see people with a quarter of my subs getting 2,000-3,000 views per video, and I'm like, what? How?
Well, what are they what are they doing different though? Do you know?
Absolutely nothing.
Like, are they just advertising it more, or you think it's just the algorithm?
But I do just look at it. I mean, I look around for them. I look whether they're advertising on Twitter, everything like that. And the only thing could be Reddit, possibly, because I don't use Reddit. But it wouldn't equate to that because the subs don't equate to what the views. So either something's not quite right with some channels where they're on like 2,500 subs, but they're still getting 2,000-3,000 views a video, but their subs aren't growing week by week enough. If you're getting 3,000 views a video, I'd expect you to go from 2,500, 2,700, 283, quickly go up in your subs. So but I look at it, and occasionally sometimes it is just the topic you use, I think, and the type of deck. Like I did a really cool deck that I thought was good, which was a Tameo Enchantments deck. Got no views. I did Mono Green Stompy. Went past that in views in 4 hours.
It's like you can never predict what people are gonna even want.
And Mono Green Stompy should be. It's not a deck that's different. It's a deck that's been around. Obviously, I know people like that deck, but there's plenty of people doing that deck, but there isn't many people doing maybe that Tameo Bant, a different deck. Not just your normal Bant. This is based around each other, and it's just like I don't know. I find it a bit weird sometimes, but I've noticed for the short time that I've did a video every day, the views were getting better each day.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is a thing. I think if you can do a video a day, it really does help a channel. But when you've got jobs and
so much
you
work.
can't do it. You can't do it, mate. I can't do it. I spoke to like a bigger channel about it, and he does it as a living, obviously. And this is he won't mind me saying Merchant. I talked to Merchant.
Yeah,
He's got a channel, 150,000 subs. He does a video every day. And when I said to him, I said, do you think I should go every day? And he said, start it maybe when the new set comes out, which is an idea to do.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he struggles to do a video every day. And that's someone that's just doing that, He's obviously
that's his job and all that.
That's his job. And he said, mate, it is hard. Trust me. You get very bored of it. And, I could even tell with him sometimes. I can tell he's bored of it. So you can just tell. Because trying to, like we were saying earlier about, you try and make different decks to play and record, and it doesn't matter how good they are, you'll still come up against mono red, Euro, Caravan, red. And it's boring. It is boring.
It does get boring for sure.
And unless you build a deck specifically to beat them, or you're lucky, it's hard. Like you said about my 4-color land destruction deck, brilliant fun to play. I went 1 and 3 with it on the camera, on the video. But there was a couple of close games. But it was just, to me, it's sometimes, I always say now, that I won't just put there's a lot of channels just put wins up. I won't do that. I'll be recording all day sometimes if I did that. So I'll literally put it up. But you can still see the deck is fun and can win. There's a lot better players out there than me, and they can take my deck and do better with it. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, and so I really like the Big Blue Flyers one you did too.
Yeah,
that one was fun, but the 4-color land destruction deck, I want to try to figure out some tweaks because it's good, but I feel like you need more card draw with it, because as soon as you start running out of those lands or those land destruction cards, you're just sort of like.
And that's what I said. I said at the end of it, I said I think I need Chemist's Insight in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Just to get that extra bit of card draw. Maybe just sneak a couple of Chemist's Insight in there, because it needs that bit more card draw to come back. Yeah. But yeah, I think with a few little tweaks, that deck could definitely be fun. Well, it's fun already, but it could be fun and a bit more competitive.
Yeah. It's already fun.
It's hilarious.
Oh, and because I haven't tried your Mono Green Stompy or the Bant Enchantments one, but I did try your Underworld Ping Dreams deck.
Yeah.
That one, I finally got it off on I think 2 people, and that one was just fun. That's another fun one that you did.
Yeah, that deck got loads of views on, because I put all my videos and decks up on the etherhub.com site on there, so I get to put all my. That's what I mean. I have places I can put stuff, so it's not as if I'm just putting it on YouTube. It's on places like that. And that deck was like one of my highest watched. I think it was. Sure, it was. Just have a quick look, but yeah, that ping deck got loads of views, because people like zero rare decks, and zero rare, especially on it's hard to get mythics and rare cards on Arena. Unless you spend a hell of a lot of money, it's hard. It's hard, and I find for me as a creator, I can't do half the decks I want to show because I haven't got the rare cards. So
that gets frustrating for sure.
Yeah, and to be honest, between me and you, I've even asked Wizards, is there anything they could do? And there was nothing, and this was early on, nothing they could ever do. They always said we're exactly the same. They don't give us god accounts. We have to do the same as you. So it's obviously a thing that they've always done. But I feel like there should be a better way of us getting the cards we want. That's the only problem I have with Arena, and always have had. I want to be able to get the cards I want and play when I want.
The best system that I've found is just the Hearthstone model, where you dust the cards you don't want anymore. Like let's say there's a 4 of a card that you don't want anymore. Why not just dust all 4 of them, and you get 2 rare wild cards instead of 4 if they want to do something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
there needs to be something brought in, but unfortunately I don't think there's any way that stops them from earning money by doing it. They obviously, it would affect them if they brought something in like this. They would stop some sort of profit from some part of the game, which is why I don't think they're ever going to bring it in. I just can't see it.
Probably not.
But yeah, it's like saying that Underworld Ping Dreams got like on there just 1,245 views. That's just people looking at it. 240 people downloaded it, which is nice that people actually saw the deck and thought, yeah, you know.
It was a fun little deck. I definitely enjoyed it. The
most popular deck on there is my Mono Blue Mill. Mono Blue Mill.
I think I have tried that one.
Over 12,500 people looked at it. And they got, yeah. So,
When
yeah,
did
12,000
you,
people. That was a while back. That was, oh, man, that's an old video. That's September. I need to revisit, Bill. I've done a more recent one.
Yeah, especially with Thassa's
September.
Oracles out now, too. And
Yeah.
Oh, so I just built a historic treasure hunt deck. But not with Thassa's Oracle, though. I did it like the old zombie hunt treasures hunt deck. So you know that card Awaken the Erstwhile?
Yeah, just card all cards and make zombies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get you obviously have treasure hunt, you have 2 of the Awaken the Erstwiles, and then you also have Reliquary Towers, so you have like 30 cards in hand, play that, okay, they can only discard 7, and then you get, 30 zombies or whatever, and it's been fun. But so I was trying out that deck this morning before our interview and all that, and I went up against 5 treasure hunt decks in a row playing that. And it's probably because I have barely any rares in it or something, so I'm just getting matched.
How does that algorithm know how to match up against it?
I don't know. It was ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fixed as hell, isn't it? It is fixed as hell.
Oh, God. I mean, I know they try to match you up with similar power level decks.
Yeah.
And all that, but that seemed to be a little bit more than a coincidence. Like, okay, I'm going to try Treasure Hunt. Now I'm playing nothing but Treasure Hunt.
Yeah.
Just like, I know that you've said on Twitter, like, oh, how come, when I'm playing mono white or something, I go up against nothing but mono red, but when I'm playing mono red, I go up against, nothing but this or that. It's weird, isn't it?
It's too coincidental, and it really does matter. If you're playing best of one and you play mono red, you will always play freaking 8 times out of 10 against that new white deck. It always will. And if you swap over in best of one, you'll play the reverse. It always happens that way. So I went to best of 3 with mono red, and I actually keep a track now because I read an article. I don't know if you see me tweet all about it. Brian DeMars wrote an excellent article, right? And I had a little chat with him about it and stuff like that. And it was amazing on Channel Fireball. And I've done nothing but win since I took his deck on. And the interesting thing, so like, I'm just looking at my little book here because I've been keeping track because I want to see what I'm playing against and everything like that. And I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ranked best of 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played 11 different decks.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is, and I've played against mono red aggro once.
And that's in best of 3.
Best of 3, ranked, and that's going through gold, and I'm up to platinum 3 or 2 now. Platinum 3. I think I nearly went to 2 last night. And I've only come across mono red once.
Wow.
So and I've played not a single life gain deck in best of 3.
Well, what have you been playing a lot of in best of 3?
So I can tell you, it'd be a bit boring for you, but I played blue-white control.
Of course.
And I beat him 2-0. Elementals, beat him 2-0. The only loss has been against Grixis Control, where I lost 2-1. That is and I felt like I could have easily lost 2-0. I got a quick win where they didn't draw lands. This is the thing. His deck is his configuration is amazing, and the way he talks about how to play it and what the win, what you go against and everything like that, and what's good for it and what's bad against it. Red green aggro 2-0, mono red 2-0, Bant ramp 2-0, Sultai mid 2-0, Esper control 2-1 2-0, enchantment deck 2-0. Cat Oven deck 2-0, 2-1.
That's crazy.
Timor Wreck 2-0, and another Oven deck 2-0. And I'm not the world's best player, but I stuck with his deck. I played it and read that up, and it's just like all of a sudden I'm winning. I'm playing different decks, which is just weird. but it seems to be working. And the worst matchup is blue-white control, and I beat it twice. You know what I mean? It's like, well, maybe this is just the way. Maybe best of 3, you get a better run for your money with the decks you're playing against. I've never in my life, in 12 games, come across 11 different decks playing best of 1 ever. Never once.
Yeah, it's
never once. If I go control, I meet mono red constantly. If I go red, I mean white. If I go white, I mean red. It's boring. It is flipping boring, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it definitely does get boring. It's I don't do too much ranked. I usually just get to gold and then that's it. I got up to platinum once, but the rewards for like what you get at the end of the season it's really not even that worth it. Like if the rewards were better, I'd probably be more inclined to try to climb up.
It's embarrassing. The rewards are embarrassing.
Yeah.
For how much it's taken me to get out of gold, get to platinum, all I'm going to get is 1,000 coins and 3 packs and a couple of card things that I might not even use. You know what I mean? Yeah, 3 packs is what's 3 packs? 600 gems?
Something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know how much that is in money terms. And 1,000 coins, but it's not much, is it? It's not. But for the amount of time I've played in the game, the hours and hours of playing, it's not great. And to be honest, the difference from gold to that, I think, is 1 pack. Still 1,000 coins.
Yeah.
It's
even
if you go up to diamond, it's not much different. It's.
I mean, I know getting up to mythic, it's more of a prestige thing, but I've just never been interested in wanting to get up that high, because it's...
I understand. I said in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I thought, do you know what? I'm actually going to improve my magic to make my videos better. As in, I'm playing ranked off camera to hopefully then mean I won't make so many mistakes, just to improve my magic, because I feel like I just want to become a better player and not make so many stupid mistakes all the time. But that is part of the fun as well.
Yeah, it's part of the fun with it.
Exactly.
Making all those dumb mistakes. But I mean, no, I get it. It's, it is, awesome to try to become a better Magic player with it. But I'm just at that point where I don't care anymore about becoming a better Magic player. I'm sort of, I feel like I'm past that point. I just play casual. I'll get up to gold in the season, then I'll just go in the play rank and maybe even do the traditional play or whatever if I want to do the best of 3. I just don't care enough about my rank to get higher anymore.
I don't understand why historic has to be on ranked and there's no historic play.
No, well, now that
there
is. So if you go to the play queue and pick a historic deck, they're at least now counting towards the quest and wins now, at least during this time, which it should be counted towards all the time. I don't know why it's only now that they have historic ranked. So you can. I've been playing some historic decks. I love my Lich's Mastery Infinite Turns deck that I have in historic. If I can get it to go off, it's so much fun. If I can get it to go off, it's hilarious. Just people just end up quitting when I start getting the loop going.
Historic interests me. That's why I started just building a couple of decks. I built a mono white Knight deck and blue white control, because playing Teferi and Dream Trawler in the same deck just seems fun for me to play.
It's definitely fun. It's because I've done the same thing. It's really disgusting and dirty as well too. You get Search for Ascanta. Little Teferi, big Teferi.
It just all of us like, come on, Prince Celestial Colonnade, please.
Yes.
And then I'll sink my money into it.
If they God, I want them to get Pioneer in in Arena, because I would love to play Pioneer and all that, but I just have no desire to build a paper deck for it.
Nah.
No desire.
I mean, you can play it on MTGO, but it's the program that does my nut in there. It's just...
I can't stand the program. It's
when you've gone from Arena
so
to that, it's very hard. It's very hard to go from that to that.
Well, it's so clunky and slow, and it's just like that's why I don't play EDH on there anymore, because
Yeah.
it's so slow. Like just the first couple turns, and you always have that one player who takes 5 minutes to just play a land and go. And
Yeah,
you're just like, okay, I'm bored.
That's popped out to get the pizza
Yeah.
and put it in the oven, and yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
of a nightmare.
Oh man. So, how are you? What are you doing differently during this quarantine? Are you like, are you trying to produce more content, or?
Yeah, doing more content while I've been off. So like I did videos. I did a video 3 days on the trot this week. I stopped yesterday just because didn't feel too good. I felt a bit under the weather.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I've tried to do one today, but I mean, maybe after my phone call now, since I've come on with you, internet's been fine. So maybe I might be able to record something or just probably stream something. But I did promise a video out today. But yeah, I thought when I was off, because I could be off for a while as well, which is the problem.
Yeah.
I was sort of testing whether I could do a video a day. And it is harder, but I think if you're sticking to, like, for me as a creator, if I'm sticking just to Arena, it's literally just like playing it. So I come on, my setup's all done. I literally just press record, have the deck ready, talking, did that, and record it. And it's not putting out a crap video. It's just you just got to find a way of making it easy for yourself. And you know, it's not just doing it and recording it and it's easy. You know, there's the 2 or 3 hours behind where I'm building decks, I'm testing decks, 3 hours, whatever, doing, making sure it works, and then doing the recording. Which, but when I'm off, I've got to keep busy. So,
yeah, that's the thing. Is, I mean, I'll admit, man, you probably see some of my tweets. It's like this quarantine's starting to get to me. It's really hard, I feel, to stay positive, and it doesn't help that, my kids want to go out and do stuff, but I'm like, nope, you can't. And so they're just bored. I'm getting bored, because I can only play so much Magic or so many video games or read
that's the thing as well.
So many books. It's like,
and
it's like, I know I can go out and quote unquote do stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also, I want to stay inside. I want to, not spread anything if I have it. But it's all, and I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough out there right now. It's
I'm not sure what you're surrounded. I mean, for my surroundings here, it's pretty open land, fields, and everything like that, canals. So I can literally just, like this morning, we just went out. There's no one around. We can just go for walks and just go out there. And that's what I've done to sort of, like you say, get away from just looking at the screens all day.
I mean, we have parks here that we could do that, but it's also the fear of, we don't want to spread anything because, there's probably going to be other people doing the same thing, and just want to stay away from them. That's what's hard. That's what's tough. It's I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think if a complete lockdown comes down, it was supposed to be like they mentioned about our army maybe going into London today. To actually lock stuff down, to make sure no one's out.
They started doing that in New York and California, where, and they're talking about doing that in Ohio, where they're going to get the National Guard to just start trying to enforce a curfew and all that stuff. We're like, holy shit! It's like we're getting to like military law here pretty soon, and God, it's crazy.
Message, what's his name later? I have to message Ed on Brainpulp TV, see if they got the Canadian Mountie Police out in the street.
Oh, Jesus.
Stop streets. That'd be hilarious.
I know, like, my wife was supposed to go to Canada in June and all that, and I don't even know if that's going to happen now. And then we were supposed to go to Las Vegas again for like the GP Las Vegas, and I mean, I know that's really far out, but we still have no idea if that's going to happen.
That's the thing. Even if once it's cleared to go, events and stuff are still going to be, I think, quite a while, because I think what they do is they still limit gatherings. So you might be able to go to a gathering that's maybe 100 people or 50 people. I think gatherings for 500, 1,000, 10,000, I think are going to be quite a way off. I think that's what I think, which is why I think, places like where I work, the museums and stuff like that, they're saying 2 months minimum before they might even think of opening. Crazy. So, our London museum gets 30,000 a day go there.
Jesus.
So I'll tell you the difference. So like previous Saturday before they closed, they averaged 30 to 35,000 on a Saturday. and they had 4,000 people in. So 30,000 drop off, and that was before all this even went off. You know, people suddenly thought, and that's in London, centre of London. People just stopped going straight away. And even my museum, where we'd average 1,000 to 1,500 on a Saturday, we had 200. It's just like
that's crazy.
You know, it's just not even worth being open. I think they had 10 people up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, I think we need to shut. So eventually they shut. Thank you. And then, but there's still staff that got to go in because they call them essential staff, which is like night security and stuff and daytime security. Because we've always got someone on site 24 hours. So those people, unfortunately, still have to go in.
Damn.
But lucky me, I get to sit home and do stuff like this. So
yay!
Blessing.
Have you been playing any video games? I mean, are you still on the Modern Warfare kick?
Oh, I'm still grinding that COD. Yeah, I do love COD. So
my wife's been like obsessed with this Modern Warfare game. Like she and we played it for first couple months, and then I kind of dropped off. But she still keeps going. She's getting better than me at the game lately because I'm not playing it anymore.
I've not played the new part of it. I've not played Warzone. I've not played the open
she
Battle
likes
Royale
that
stuff.
Yeah,
I've not played that yet. But yeah, I'm grinding camos. I've got my LMGs. I'm just trying to get them to platinum now. I've got them all gold.
Oh my god, my wife's starting to grind camos now too, and I'm like, what the hell? She's turning into something I don't know what the heck's going on.
I've never known the game is so good, but I've never known anything more frustrating than that game with just the updates, the way it goes down.
Oh my god!
I've never known a game like that in my life where
I can't play it on the PC anymore because it stopped. Because whatever latest update happened a couple months ago, it just literally stopped working for me, and I would load it up, it would start lagging so bad.
Yeah. And
like no other game on my computer would lag or anything. And
I mean, it's had 300 gigabytes of updates.
Yeah, it's insanity. Black Ops 4 wasn't that bad.
Well, isn't that just mental?
It's insanity.
You've updated 5 whole new games, is what you've done.
Yeah, pretty much.
The only good thing is that when they keep having these cock-ups, they keep giving you like double XP for a week or something like that. And that's when you can really grind. To get your levels up.
Are you playing anything else or anything? Or
I've started because it's been in my collection for ages. God of War.
Oh, the PS4 one.
Yeah, PS4 God of War.
Oh, okay.
So I've had it sat there for ages and never started it. I bought it for when it came out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just started that, and that is a classic game.
Really good. It's I should probably replay that game because I love all the God of War games. They were so much fun. That one was really good too.
Yeah. And I've got brand new to play as well that I bought from when it came out, Resident Evil as well. 2, is it Resident Evil 2?
Yeah, Resident Evil 2. That
so
one wasn't too bad.
2, yeah.
I only played a little bit of it, but it wasn't too bad.
I think the game I'm most looking forward to, because it's been delayed for ages, is Ghost of
Tsushima.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait
for that to come out.
That looks so good. It's
badass samurai just killing people. So I can't wait for that to come out. I've been waiting for that because they kept delaying it, and now we've got a date now.
Are you going to get the Final Fantasy VII remake?
I've never played Final Fantasy.
What? All right, this is ending right now.
I remember watching you play it. I can't remember how long ago that was, but that was ages ago. I don't know if you streamed it or something, did you? Or I think you streamed it.
Probably. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm super excited about that game. It's I played through the demo, and oh my god, it's I can't wait. I was super excited about Doom Eternal coming out, and so I pre-ordered and bought it on Steam, and then I played it yesterday and refunded it within before 2 hours.
Really? Is that bad?
It
was around £50, isn't it? What's it, about $60?
Yeah, $60. Did you ever play the Doom from 2016?
I've never played Doom either.
Oh man, talk about freaking classic FPS. Because I just recently replayed through Doom 1 on the Switch. It was like $2 on the shop, and so I played through it, and holy crap, Doom 1 still holds up to this day. Holy crap, is it good. But so I was super excited about Doom Eternal, and yeah, didn't enjoy it. It became more of a resource management type game than a shooter.
Right.
Where, because they give you such a limited ammo for your guns, so you can't just go. You have to be careful with what you shoot.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Whereas the Doom from 2016 is just sort of, they throw a whole bunch of enemies at you, just try to mow them down and
spray them down. Yeah.
I mean, it's still a tough game, but they just sort of made it artificially harder, and I didn't care for it. I'm like, I'll rebuy it when it's like $10 on Steam or something.
Yeah. Have you played the new zombie game, Zombie 4?
No.
No, that's because I played the previous zombies and that was quite fun. They were. So I'm wondering whether to get the Zombie Horde 4. That looks quite a good game, but like you say, it's a little bit expensive at the moment. So I tend to like wait for them to come down a little bit.
I haven't been. I mean, I just replayed through Breath of the Wild on the Switch. And then, like I said, I'm just waiting for that Final Fantasy VII game to come out, and since my wife is playing so much Modern Warfare on the PS4. I'm probably gonna have to buy another PS4, just like keep her off my PS4.
I'll just wait for the PS5, mate. That's coming soon.
God, so
it's gonna be dear though. Cool.
I mean, it's gonna be expensive. I know they're gonna have backwards compatibility with PS4 games, but they should have backwards compatibility for all PlayStations. Like that'd be like a day one buy for me, because there's still a bunch of PS3 games I want to play through.
Yeah,
but
see, I'd play the old Gran Turismos if I could. You know, the old ones, the original Gran Turismo
PlayStation
cars.
1.
Yeah, you know when you used to be able to buy a car, a normal car, and do it up, and then do the laps and laps. It'd be like 24-hour laps.
I never played those games, but I've got friends who are super into them.
Yeah, they were amazing, the original ones. Yeah, that was a franchise that just went completely wrong. That did. Cool. Blimey.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they just changed the game completely.
Well, I heard from my buddy who's really into those games. He said Forza started doing it better. The Xbox one.
Xbox One. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but.
Mm-hmm. How do you rate Switches then? Because I thought about a Nintendo Switch, but I never bought one. I never thought. I thought about it the other day. I don't know whether it's just the types of games, are they just going to be too?
Well, I mean, it depends on like the genre that you like. Like, I love Zelda games. I love Mario. If you like RPGs, they have a really good selection of RPGs on it.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers is tons of fun on it as well. It's a really good like multiplayer type system. Plus, the best thing about it is if you travel a lot, perfect system to take with you to travel. Like, since. Well, before this whole pandemic, I would have to travel a lot for my work, be on airplanes and all that stuff. Dude, it's perfect. You also have a library of Nintendo and Super Nintendo games you can play on it too. So it's
because I've got a PS Plus that I bought years and years ago when they come out, and I just am worried that I never really played it too much. It's probably just such a good little handheld computer that never got played.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just.
So if you're not really into those kind of games like Zelda, Mario, RPGs and stuff, it's probably not for you or anything. Yeah. But like I said, if you travel a lot, then
it's worth it. Yeah,
perfect for it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, soon we'll have handheld systems that are like PS5 handhelds or something But God, it'll like drain the batteries. It'll be like the old Sega Genesis Game Gears and all that. You remember those?
Yeah, I remember a Game Gear. I had a Game Gear.
The friggin' batteries it would take, and it would only last like an hour.
Yeah, Jesus, I remember them. They were fun.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to all my old computers when I was a kid and stuff. I reckon my dad just sold them when I moved out. So I used to have like Mega Drive and flipping. Even going back further, like Commodore 64.
Oh my gosh.
I had some real old-fashioned ones. Sega Master System.
Well, you can probably see right behind me. I've got like my Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and my whole little case of Theros right there.
Case of Theros. Yeah.
But no. So I used to have a lot of the old systems. These are ones that I just rebought like over the years because wife and I got in a tight bind financially where I had to sell like my entire gaming collection and all that. And but now that over the years I've recently started to slowly buy it all again, and I still don't have a Nintendo 64. I need to get one of those just to play some Mario Kart on that and some Mario 64.
Yeah, see, I see a lot of these like old consoles. When I went to a Games Expo about a month ago, they had all of this stuff for sale. Like they had Game Gears, Mega Drives, like N64s, all of it. And even though they're reputable people, I'm like, do I trust to buy them? Even I mean, some of the stuff was still dear. Like a Game Gear, they were selling a Game Gear for £160.
Was it
because obviously
was it unopened?
It was boxed still, but he had it on show, and he was like showing how it was working and everything like that.
Okay, but it wasn't an unopened one then.
No, it wasn't unopened.
It just came with the box is what drove up the price for it.
Yeah,
because that's what happens with a lot of these retro video game consoles.
Yeah.
If they have the original box with it and it's in good condition, it'll shoot up in price. If it's just the console itself, it'll definitely knock the price down because people care about that stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you'd literally go skint in this expo. It's literally, I walked in, I was like, oh my God, this could cost me loads of money if I stay in here too long. I was like, oh, Mega Drive, oh, N64, oh, Game Boy. I was like, look at that Game Boy. It was like mint. It was like, Jesus. I remember you used to play mint, like, Tetris on there. And
have you tried to play a Game Boy recently or anything?
No. I bet it's just the little green screen.
It's I don't know how we played it back in the day because I played a Game Boy, probably like a year or two ago, and I just like, how did I stare at this screen with no backlight at all or anything and just be able to play? I can barely see anything because I still have a Game Boy Advance, but it has the backlight on it, so at least I can see everything on it. I mean, it's still a tiny ass screen, but it's I don't know how we did it back then. It's like a postage note,
isn't it? It's like a little postage note. The screen is tiny.
Oh yeah, it's bad, and it still holds its charge like forever, which is the crazy thing. I love it. It's but yeah, Nintendo Switch to me has been like one of the best handheld consoles that have ever come out. It's really good. It's worth it. So were you more of a Sega guy back in the day?
Yeah, definitely more Sega. Yeah, yeah, definitely definitely Sega Master System 1. I had my first one, and then obviously onto Mega Drives and stuff like that. I never bought Genesis or anything like that though.
Oh wow!
But I had a Game Gear and everything like that as I was starting out.
So do you really like the Sonic series?
Yeah, I was more Sonic than Mario.
Have you played that recent Sonic game, that Sonic Mania?
No, I've not played anything. No, not like that.
You would probably really enjoy that because the game's probably like 5 years old now, but it's on like every system imaginable, and they usually sell it pretty cheap now. But that game was made by fans who used to mod Sonic games, and then Sega kind of brought them all together to make this game. And dude, if you love old school Sonic, that game is really, really, really good. It's hard as fuck too. Oh man, it's hard.
Yeah,
you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I definitely will. I like getting back into my old games again now. I definitely feel like I want to start buying older systems if I can, like you say, like you do. Just gradually pick one up here and there, and maybe venture into some new games. So, because stuff like Nintendo 64 stuff will be new to me. Even though I did have a Nintendo 64, but other stuff like that will be sort of newish to me because I didn't play it that much. So going through the Marios, and I used to obviously play Mario Kart, and I used to play Donkey Kong on there. Was Donkey Kong on there?
Oh yeah, Donkey Kong on 64.
Yeah, I used to play that then.
Yeah, that one, and the Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo. Oh yeah. The cool thing is, I interviewed. Do you know who Skybills is? She's a streamer. She's also a speedrunner too. She got me into speedrunning Super Mario World.
Yeah.
And all that. And so I actually had a speedrunning stream a couple weeks ago. I should probably do it again. And I got a relatively cheap setup, less than $100 for getting a capture card and all that, and getting everything I needed, because I needed some split cables, because since I'm just doing older consoles, it's a lot cheaper to get into that than if I do like the PS4 or the Xbox or whatever. But so So I've been doing Super Mario World speed runs for that. I haven't posted any or shown any lately, but my best run that I've shown has been 13 minutes and 23 seconds of beating Super
yeah.
Mario World.
Yeah.
And the world record is like a little bit below 11 minutes and all that.
Ooh.
So I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
No, but
Get those microseconds down.
I watched the world record speed run, like they're doing stuff. I'm like, how the fuck are they doing that type shit? Oh man, it's insane.
Crazy.
Oh man,
I do love gaming.
Yeah, it's you know what I need to get you into? Since we're all in this quarantine, I need to get you into pen and paper role playing games like D&D and all that.
D&D, oh my word! I don't know if I could do that.
You don't know if you could do that. Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll just have the
imagination for it. Or?
Yeah, to go and do it. Yeah, yeah. I watched it on what was the program with the I can't remember the program on TV. Comedy with Sheldon and what's it called?
Oh, The Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, when they do theirs and stuff like that. I mean, they make it look mental. You know what I mean? But yeah, I
think I could get you into it. Because you know, hell, that could probably be something we do since we're all fucking quarantined here. Yeah. try to get like Magic the Gathering D&D stream. I still need to finish the 10th Street Hooligans one because we were doing a Ravnica campaign and then my work got in the way and then everybody else's life got in the way and now we're quarantined. And you know, John from They Said We Said, dude, I feel so bad for him. He works at a grocery store and dude, he's like, and he's in one of the worst hit states for the coronavirus. He's in Washington, and that poor guy, he's just having to work literally almost every day now. And yeah, it sucks. I feel bad. But, oh man, but yeah, I should get you into D&D. You'd probably enjoy it. You probably, with you being a blue mage in Magic, we could get you to be like a wizard or something like that. And hey, they even have a counter spell.
Really?
A spell in there, so you could just be so you'd fit right at home. So if someone tries to do something, like an enemy tries to cast a spell, you're just like, nope, sorry.
You can't do that. I am the nope.
Yeah, exactly. I think I could get you into it. Plus they're doing another Magic D&D crossover, the Theros book coming out.
Yeah, I've never really. That's one thing. I've seen it in like shops when I've been down playing Magic. I've seen other, tables doing stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, I've never really looked into it too much, so I don't really know what it's all about. Really, I know it's like storylines and stuff like that. And
yeah, it's cooperative storytelling is basically what it is. It's and especially if you have a good group of players and a good DM, it can just be a very fun time. Like the thing that's really drawing me to it lately, after playing Magic for so many years at FNMs and IQs and PPTQs being competitive and all that, it's you go to D&D and it's like, okay, there's no competitiveness, there's no rules lawyers or anything like that. It's just a nice casual fun time. But then again, you come across some asshole D&D players that try to be rules lawyers or try to be competitive. But like I've had to kick a few players out of my table before because of them cheating in D&D. Like,
oh my god,
like why would you cheat in D&D? Like I can understand people cheating in Magic, right? Because there's a monetary value on the line for it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh yeah, if you win this Magic game, you could possibly win X amount of money. In D&D, you cheat, you're not winning anything.
You're just losing friends. That's what it is.
But I've had people that cheat, and it's like, why? Why would you do that?
I wouldn't even know how you could cheat at it. How could they cheat?
Well, so it's actually pretty easy to cheat in D&D.
Oh, right.
Where if you so a lot of the things in D&D, like if you want to attack a monster, you have to roll a d20, and you have to roll so high to be able to hit them. But if you get a 20 on the dice, they call that a nat 20, meaning it's an automatic success. What they'll do is they'll roll their dice, and if it's a low roll, they might pick it up real quick and be like, yeah, I hit, or I got a nat 20 and all that stuff. Or
Oh my god.
or they'll cover their dice or something and say, yeah, I got a nat 20, and like move their dice real quick when you go to look at it. It's really slimy, shady stuff. It's like
sad.
Why would you do that? Now, the only person who should be cheating their dice rolls is the DM.
Yeah.
Because as DM, you can fudge your rolls to say, hey, it hits or miss, because as a DM, I have 6 or 7 players. I don't want to... I've had times where I've almost killed all my players and all that, and there are times like, I don't really want to kill them all, right? Because then we have to end the night and that's it. So I'll be like, okay, the monster misses you or whatever. But there are definitely times where it's like, I notice some of them being asshats or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you get hit. Oh man, it's all fun though.
Yeah, no, it does sound like a bit of fun actually. Maybe I could get into it.
Yeah, I think I should get you into it, especially it doesn't have to be necessarily magic themed D&D.
No, it doesn't have to be.
I think you could get into it.
Yeah.
Like I said, with this quarantine, it's like, what else do we have to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Not much else to do here except get drunk and play Magic and watch TV.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
Are you watching anything fun on TV lately?
My series that we sort of watched, just finishing. I just finished watching, because I like cop series and stuff like that. So, Without a Trace, you ever heard of that one? Without a Trace?
Yeah, I've heard
American
of that one.
Yeah, so we just watched 7 seasons of that. That ended. Not really much else at the moment. No, there's not. There's nothing really that's grabbing my eye. Sometimes you go through stages where there's loads you want to watch all at once. But no, nothing at the moment. I rewatched yesterday, obviously with the virus on. I watched
the Beatles movie.
I watched the trilogy of Lord of the Rings.
With
extended versions.
Yeah, of course. There you go. Like there's no other version.
No, exactly. I watched it all day.
I mean, nothing else to do.
Nah, I was playing Magic Arena, testing decks, and then I had Lord of the Rings next to me all day. So, yeah, that was a good day. So,
yeah, I just recently reread the trilogy too.
Really? Yeah?
Probably about 2 years ago, and God, those books are still so good. I freaking love.
That's a good question. And what books can I? Because I've recently started reading more. I could read before, obviously, but I never used to read books. And I'm looking like. My friend Sam said to me, maybe get into watch the Magic stories,
Yeah, I mean, they're not very well written.
And as they're finished now, they're not writing anymore, are they?
Well, I mean, not right now, but I mean, would
you recommend something like those kind of?
If you're interested in something like fantasy, if you want some decent fantasy books, I'm reading through the Witcher series right now.
Right, yeah.
And there's like 7 or 8 books of the Witcher series, and those are really fun. They're like sort of twists. Did you ever watch the Witcher show on Netflix?
Yeah, on Netflix. Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
So like the first 2 books of the Witcher series are basically like, I wouldn't say a retelling of the season 1 because the first 2 books are short stories of it, and a lot of the episodes are based off stories that happened in the first 2 books. So you'd probably really enjoy the Witcher books of it. If you are interested in reading like D&D type books, or like D&D stories, there's the Dragonlance series, which is like a lot of high fantasy. There's the Drizzt novels. Those are pretty decent as well too. They're what else have I been reading? Yeah, I mean, there's the Wheel of Time, but that is just, holy shit, that's a very long series of it, and it's a pretty hard read.
Yeah.
But you'd probably enjoy The Witcher. What?
Yeah, I might try. Wife got me a Kindle for Christmas to get me into, because obviously when I'm at work and stuff like that, I have a lot of, my breaks and stuff, it's time to do the breaks, sit down, read a little Kindle or something, because I found it hard. I don't know why, every time I bought an actual physical book, I'd start it and just wouldn't finish it, but it seems to be with that I just find it easier to read.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I've got a Kindle Paperwhite, and I love taking that with me, but I've been recently buying physical books again. I don't know why, but I've been enjoying that. Like I've got I'm on the 3rd Witcher book right now, just underneath my desk.
Oh, cool, yeah.
The Blood of Elves. But
Yeah.
but I think you'd like the Witcher series.
Yeah, I
It's
think
good.
I'll give that a look then on Kindle. I knew that. That'd be good. I knew to ask you.
Yeah, what I do
Yeah.
recommend though is if you decide to get it, look up the Witcher reading order because
Right.
it's not very clear on what order you need to read the books in.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay.
because I think there's the newest book that came out actually takes place like in the middle of the series or something, but they recommend reading that last because I guess
Right,
it
okay.
spoils other events or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'd enjoy that. Trying to think what else. I got a bunch of Star Wars books as well too. For Christmas, I haven't read them through yet, but no, I think you'd enjoy it. You'd
Yeah, I'll
enjoy
go
that
for the Witcher then. Yeah, because I love the Netflix version, and everyone
Oh my
says,
God.
"Well, the books are so much better."
Yeah, it's well right now. I mean, only after reading the first two books, it's I under when blah, I just had a brain like fart right there. But no, with the books, I would say are better, but the Netflix series makes the stories more cohesive. Because,
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said, the first two books are short stories and they don't really relate to each other. I
Right,
mean,
okay.
like they may be mentioned in passing or something like that, and then you
Yeah.
can't tell what period of time those short stories are happening. Like, oh, did this short story happen first? Did this one happen
Yeah.
later? And all that. And I know the Witcher series kind of did the three timelines type thing, but it eventually made sense in the end. But
Yeah.
with the books, they kind of don't really do that at all. It just sort of all
No.
takes place who the hell knows when. No, I think you'd enjoy that. Dragonlance though, that's my favorite D&D world of books.
Dragonlance.
Yeah, they haven't made a Dragonlance book in like probably over a decade now, but
Oh, blimey.
it's I love those books. They're so good. If you do get interested in those, I'll give you a good reading order for those.
Was it Dragonlance or Dragonlands?
I mean, whatever English way you want to say.
Yeah, because when I just went on to it, come up with Dragonlands, but Dragonlance, yeah? Dragonlance.
Yeah, Dragonlance.
I got it, yeah. Oh, that's...
Yeah, and I can give you a good reading order for those. I will say the first couple books, the writing of it isn't that great, but the characters are very fun, endearing characters and all that stuff.
Yeah. You'd have to give me an order because there's so many different
Oh
ones,
yeah, there's a lot of the Dragonlance books you can just completely outright ignore because they have nothing to do with the overarching story and all that.
There's a lot of Chronicles Book 1, New Generation Book 1.
Yeah. Now, if you are interested in those, those are some of my favorite fantasy books. Besides Tolkien's world of Lord of the Rings and all that, Dragonlance would be my second favorite fantasy series
Cool.
of it. So yeah, I'll give you a reading list for that.
Yeah, sounds, yeah.
And then if you're interested in more, there's the Dritz books. Those are definitely. Have you ever heard of Dritz?
No, never. No.
Do you know what a Drow elf is?
No.
Okay, so that's a D&D race. A Drow elf is a dark elf.
All right, okay.
And they're usually considered evil. And the Dritz books are about a Drow elf that's not evil, and then all his adventures and all that stuff. And
Right, okay.
so they're fun books. They're fun. They're just not as good as Dragonlance, I'll say.
Yeah.
I might get some haters on that, but I don't care.
Yeah, there's a Dark Elf War trilogy that I can get free on the Kindle.
Wait, Dark Elf War?
The Dark Elf War trilogy, books 1 to 3,
Hold on.
written by William Stacy.
Hold on 1 second. Dark Elf War trilogy? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do with
That's
Dritz.
nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah, no.
No, all right.
No, because there is a Dark Elf War in the books, but that's like book. So the series of Dritz is multiple trilogies and all
Right,
that,
okay.
and each trilogy relates to each other, but each trilogy has its own self-contained story. But
Right.
there's an order to read in the trilogies, and there is the actual one when they do go to war with the Dark Elves. That's like books 10, 11, 12, something like that. You're
Right,
missing
okay.
a lot of the other books. So that's what I thought
Yeah.
it was, but no, that's something completely different.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Oh man, so what else has been up? What else has been...
Not much. Done a recent couple of collabs with Ed over at Brainpole TV. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we did some of that. We're going to try and make it a regular thing. Maybe do some gameplays between each other while he, because it's hard for him to always get the paper video sides done all the time. And they went down really well. So we might, when new products come out, and just maybe do some of that, which is pretty good.
Are you excited about the Jumpstart product coming out?
I don't know. I mean, I tend not to look at too much because there's so much stuff that comes out.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's just I can't
insane.
keep up with it all. I really can't. So I sort of just keep on a few bits, and then just sort of go from that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just product after product after product. So it's as soon as they announce something, there's maybe something even the next day, which is it's really hard to keep up with these days. They're trying to just flood it too much, I think.
Yeah.
Not giving any product time to breathe. So
yeah, because right after Theros, it was the unsanctioned thing for it, and
then mystery boosters straight away come out, the new ones, and then it's
that's right.
Yeah.
See, the thing that I like about Jumpstart is it's something that I wish the unsets could be. Because the thing with the unsets is you can't play with those cards anywhere else. I can't put them in commander decks or anything like that. And it's Jumpstart seems to be the perfect kind of thing for, you put 2 booster packs together, boom, you've got a deck. And you can play right there. That's what I really like about it. It seems pretty fun and casual. I'm getting more into the casual part of Magic now. And I don't know. But I still build degenerate EDH decks because I can't help it.
I mean, we'll have the new Commander decks as well.
Oh, yeah, the Ikoria ones, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just ongoing, constantly ongoing. So, I think this time, I'm just having a look, I'm pretty sure, isn't there like 5 this time? Don't we get
Something
back
like
to
that.
5? Because we've been going to 4, haven't we, normally?
Yeah, for the past couple of years it has been 4, but for a little bit there it was 5 decks though. Like
it was 5, wasn't it?
2013 and 2014 were 5 decks.
Yeah. So looking pre-order over here, £170
Jesus.
pre-order for the 5. Or you
I hope
have
there better be a Godzilla type monster in Ikoria. There better be.
Yeah.
And a Gamera and a Mothra and all that.
Fetch land and
No. Well, no, they're reprinting the fetch lands in that secret lair, which is
huge amounts of money.
God, no, they just need to reprint fetch lands, period.
Yeah,
but whatever,
exactly. I used to love the boosters, when we can get them at decent price and maybe pull one or I want masterpieces back and stuff like that. I loved all that stuff. The thought of getting one of those special cards was so good.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
it's I'll still never forget opening up the Scalding Tarn in Battle for Zendikar.
Yeah,
it helped me buy my house because I sold it right away for $300, and I just added it to the money that I was saving up for my down payment and all that. Yeah. So I like to tell people the Scalding Tarn helped me buy my house. So. I miss that too. I miss the masterpieces and all that. It's the collector boosters are a good idea, but to me, it's sort of turning into similar to Pokemon, where there's 5 different arts for a single card now, and of course the most rarest art is the most expensive one, which is good because it brings down the prices of the regular art of the card.
Yeah,
but
I get it, but it's like you say. Getting so many of the same card in different arts. I mean, it's probably just going more for the collector side of it if you want to have 3 different arts of this card and you want to do that, but it becomes expensive, I mean,
I even know some collectors that, love collecting a one of each card of each set and all that, and they are getting to a point to where they don't care about the collector boosters. They don't care about, because a lot of the sets now are coming out with card numbers that are outside of the the 290 cards in the set. You know, like ones that are in the theme decks or the brawl decks or you know, stuff like that, or the deck builder's toolkit. They don't care about those cards. They're like, nope, we don't collect those. And it's so not every collector cares about it. And I know I've got a very small sample and all that, but it's, I don't know. I've never even opened up a collector's booster yet, so.
Have you not?
I don't care to.
Yeah, I've had a couple sent to me, and then my friend come from Ireland and bought me one as a present as he come over from Ireland.
That's cool.
And yeah, I got a couple. I got some nice cards in there. Definitely, I got like the foil Fassa alternate art, which was
nice.
just gorgeous. I mean, it's just flipping unbelievable, and I love the lands as well. So I got them. But
have you bought any of the secret layers or anything?
I've never bought the secret layers because over here, so I'm just looking at them. So secret layer drops. So I click on like my site that I go to, Magic Madhouse. Oh, there's a new one here. Oh, a pre-order Merrin. Wow, what are these new ones then? Pre-order Phoenix God of Deception. That looks amazing.
Oh yeah, that was the Theros God drop. That's actually been the only secret layer I've bought. I bought the blue one that came with Thassa, Ephara, and Krufix.
Right.
That was the only one I bought because Krufix is my favorite commander, so I had to have him.
Yeah. Wow. How much are the secret layers?
Depending on which ones they are. Like, each of the Theros God ones, I think, was $30 or $40 a pop. But you could buy all 15 of them for, like, $100 or something like that, or $120, something like that.
Right, okay.
And then I just kind of split the International Women's Day one with Zach from Commander Social. Because I want to get the Narset from that and use that as my commander.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Narset. See, I love Saskia because I've got a Saskia deck. I love Saskia.
Yeah, I love a lot of the alternative arts on it. It's
Narset looks lovely.
I like the idea of secret layers. It's just now that they're doing the fetch lands one, it's like why? I mean, understand why, but it's still so expensive. It's like, and they're only the LGSs are gonna be selling them, I think.
Yeah, because I say you can buy singles on here, but there's no like boxes. There's no products.
No.
Of the secret layer drops in here, you can't buy anything else other than singles.
Yep.
So
that's their version of selling singles, pretty much.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Karanos either. Karanos God of Storm, that would be quite nice.
God, that's a disgusting commander.
That is.
God.
Yeah, they are gorgeous art. I do find as I'm going on in my Magic career, I'm liking art a lot more. The Magic art of the cards. I don't know whether that's, for me, that's definitely something that's grown as I've gone on. Yeah,
it's I've definitely gotten to a point to where I care more, not so much like when I'm building a commander deck, I definitely try to go for budget over art, like depending on the card and all that, but it's where I actually start caring about the art more, or the basic lands. I want really gorgeous basic lands. But with my Torbrand deck, I purposely put the majority are white bordered basic mountains in it.
White bordered,
yeah.
Nice. That'll rage everyone when you're playing them.
Oh, I've already had a few people like comment about it, and I'm like, yep. And they're mismatched too. That's the best part. But then someone told me I should put snow-covered mountains in it so I could at least do some spread red in it.
Yeah,
which could be decent,
Yeah, I've got what commander deck have I started to build, and I've got all snow-covered islands in it. What was the new card that come out that's in Legacy or Modern? Is it that's really broken? Blue legendary creature. That's the deck's named
was
after
it in Theros?
Yeah, is it Urza?
Are you talking about the Urza from Modern Horizons, or?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so I've got him as my commander.
Oh, gross.
What is it called? Urza.
The Lord Artificer or something? Or?
That's it. Yeah. So I pulled one of him in a pack, and then I put I went online, bought like all snow-covered islands, and just my whole commander deck is snow-covered islands.
Gross.
Just
I do
Urza.
wanna I wanna replace Psy Master Thopterus with Urza on it, but it's just I don't want to spend $40 on it. I'm too lazy
Yeah,
to
I was
spend
like,
$40 on that.
Yeah, I got it in a box.
That's
so I was
awesome.
Like, oh yes, give me the Urza.
Oh man.
Definitely.
So, well, I guess to start wrapping things up here, it's already been 2 hours,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
crazy.
Just chatting the shit as we normally do.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going on even longer since I don't have anything to do, but
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people out there, it's 2 hours is sort of like my max for interviews and all that.
Yeah.
And I try to stay away from the 3 hour podcast now. So
Yeah.
two hours is good. But so with this quarantine
Yes.
going on, what else do you have planned coming up for Total MTG?
Lots more videos. You will get a spate of videos like daily for a while.
Nice.
It
Good.
just depends how, if I've got to go into work or
We should do a paper EDH game just
Yeah,
for
we
your
should do
channel
that.
or whatever.
That'd be
I mean,
fun.
I
Definitely.
I would not mind helping you out with that. I
Yeah,
don't have
I'd like to
anything
get
else
you
to
on
do.
for like if we can, maybe do a 1v1 brawl as well. Maybe
Yeah,
do a recording for that on Arena or something. We could do that.
I'd be down for that.
So we can maybe do that. Because I'm thinking about maybe I might talk to you maybe next week if we can possibly get one of them up.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
free.
just for you to know, it's like I'm
Yeah.
still working during the day,
Yeah,
and
cool.
I'm usually done around 4 or 5 o'clock my time.
I mean, that's good because there's only 4 hours between us now. So
Yeah.
I could record at 9, 10,
Yeah.
and then, that's probably, around 6, 7 your time then, which hopefully wouldn't be too bad for you.
No. It's now with the kids being out of school, and it's like I don't have anything else to do. I mean, because it used to be during my week is, hey, I'd go play D&D at the shop or, go record a podcast or something. But now it's like, yeah.
Everything changes now, unfortunately, doesn't it?
But yeah, I'm
So
definitely
other than
down for that,
yeah.
man.
I will try and stream. I'm going to try.
I'm
hardest.
actually thinking about streaming right after this. Because I'm like, what else am I don't have anything else to do today.
I'll probably see you there in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to spend a bit of time with the wife or she'll go mad. She's like, because my office now when we moved is upstairs. So I'm always up in my office all the time now. And she's like, oh, you're always in the office. I went, yep, and I'm working.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah, working. Yeah, it looks like you're playing games. Well, that is work. Come on.
Exactly. She doesn't understand.
Exactly. But other than that, yep, no, just keep it inside.
Yep. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Yeah, it's
again
been
for
fun.
coming on, man. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to do it next year, not have to skip a year.
Yeah, we'll have to do it a lot sooner.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I will talk to you later. Well, give a shout out where people can find you and all that.
Okay. Yeah, just TotalMTG, all one word. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and Facebook.
Instagram is the same one too. Total
Yeah,
MTG.
everything's
Okay.
all the same in everyone. Yeah.
All right, that's
So
easy
put it
enough.
in. Yeah, you'll find me somewhere, and yeah, make sure to subscribe.
All right. All right, man. Well, thanks. Have a good day. All right.
Cheers, buddy.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. I love having Total MTG on. Matt, Total MTG. He's a really cool dude, a really good guy. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow him on Twitter and Instagram and all that. He's a really, top of the line dude. And hope you enjoyed the episode as well too, as much as I did recording it with him. Thanks again for listening, watching, however way you're ingesting this content, as if you're eating it. Or digesting, or I don't know, however way, I don't know the word for it, but whatever. Thank you all again. If you want to help support the show, you can check out the show's Patreon at patreon.com/magicwithzuby. And, just follow, watch, rate, review, leave a like, subscribe, whatever. And, oh my gosh, that was a weird sound there, but I guess someone must have followed my Twitch channel at the time that I'm recording this. But anyway, we'll leave that in so you can hear the cool jaboom boom boom. Thanks all for listening to the show and have a great night.